こんにちは、パタヤ若大将です。今回なんですけれども、ソイ6のカフェに来ております。ということでね、今日ね、対談動画を撮っていこうと思うんですけれども、今回はね、ゲストに来てもらってます。はい。サムネとね、タイトルを見たら多分分かってるかなとは思うんですけれども、ソイ6のトイボックスのマネージャーのトニーにね、今日は来てもらってます。じゃあ早速ね、トニーを呼びましょう。はい、トニー、カミン。
Hi,
Tony.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. はい、ということでね、今回はね、トニーにね、いろいろね、インタビューしていきたいと思います。で、ソイ6のね、ちょっと裏話とか、そういうのもね、いろいろ聞いていけたらなと思ってますので、皆さん楽しんでいただければなと思います。はい、じゃあ早速ね、とりあえずじゃあトニーに自己紹介からしてもらいましょう。
Hello, my name's Tony. I'm 33 years old. I'm from Essex, England.
Yeah, good. トニーのことね、結構知ってる方とかも多いと思うんですけど、いろんなトニーのパーソナル的なこととか、お店のことだったりとかを、いっぱい聞いていこうかなと思ってます。はい、じゃあもうそれではね、早速行きましょう。はい。How many years have you been in Pattaya?
I've been living in Pattaya now 5 years.
5 years. What made you come to Pattaya?
It's a funny story, really. So the first time I came to Thailand was 11 years ago. I came with a good friend of mine, and we went to Phuket, and I went for 2 weeks, and that was my first trip to Asia and Thailand.
Okay.
And I ended up falling in love with the culture and everything. And the women. And then I went back to England after 2 weeks and was really missing Thailand. So I came to Phuket again 6 months later.
Okay.
Alone this time, not with anybody. And came here for 2 weeks. Loved it. It was actually Thai New Year then as well. I met some English guys, and we ended up becoming friends. So we was hanging out every day. Then went back to England, and then ended up meeting a friend of a friend, and he told me about Pattaya. He asked me, "Have you ever been to Pattaya?" And I said, "No, I've never heard of it. What's Pattaya?" He said, "Well, if you like Phuket, you'll love Pattaya. Pattaya is bigger and better than Phuket." So I said, "Okay, well, let me know when you're going, and I'll come with you." So I ended up going with him and his friends, and then I was coming here 6 years, twice a year on holiday, and then 5 years ago, when I was 28, I ended up selling up and moving here, and here I am.
What do you think for us to see Pattaya?
It was crazy.
Crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first time to Soy 6 was like just opened my eyes. My jaw just dropped. It was quite intimidating because I was probably how old was I? Maybe about 20, 24, maybe at the time. So I'm still young,
Yeah.
And as I say, never been to Pattaya, never been to, and it was just a new experience, So the first time to Pattaya and Soy 6 was quite intimidating, but I got used to it after a few days, like the girls screaming and grabbing you, and and I won't go into too much detail about everything else.
はい、そんなトニーなんですけれども、実際にね、ソイ6のお店を経営してるんですけれども、きっかけみたいなのをね、聞いていければなと。で、お店のこともね、掘り下げて聞いていければなと思ってます。はい。What made you decide to run the bar?
Well, so 5 years ago I sold up, moved to Thailand, moved to Pattaya because Pattaya is, where I wanted to live. I had enough money to maybe last me 3 months, so I needed to find a job fast. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a sort of an idea that, maybe manage a bar, but I didn't know where to look or where to ask. So the first week I was here, so part of the weekend, first week I was here, I was like, right, I need to go find a job. So I knew about Soy 6 then, so I came down to Soy 6, went to a few bars, had a drink, and I was in a Nightwish bar, which is next door to my bar, Toy Box. And I was on my own because, I didn't come with friends or anything, and I'm sitting there having a beer, and then the manager comes over and starts talking to me, and he actually asked me, "Do you want to manage a bar?" I told him, like, you know, I'm planning on living here for a long time. I don't want to go back to England because it's boring and cold and expensive, and I hate my job. And I didn't ask him, like, oh, you know, I'm looking for a job or anything. All I told him was that I've sold up, I've moved here, and I plan to live here a long time, and I'm looking for a job. I didn't ask, you know, if I could be a bar manager. He actually asked me. He said, "Have you thought about running a bar?" And I said, "Well, not really. As I said, I am looking for one, but I don't know what to do." So he said, "Well, I think you'd be the right person." And the bar next door, Toy Box.
Okay.
And he's a manager. So he asked me, "Would you like the job?" And I thought to myself, "Yeah, it sounds like fun." So I said, "Yeah." And so he said, "Well, you start tomorrow." So yeah, came to the bar at 4 p.m, which is my normal time of starting, and I did my first shift and really enjoyed myself. And you know, 5 years later, here I am, and I still love it. You know, I mean, I've always been the type of person, you know, I'm a bit of a party animal. You know, I'm used to dealing with customers. I've always been a people person. You know, and yeah, just love to party and have a good time, and you know, to do that for a living, you know, it's fantastic.
What do you think will happen to Soy 6 in the future?
I think once COVID's over, it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Really, I do think so. Could be April, it could be the end of the year. We don't know yet, but yeah, I think it won't be quiet for some time because, as I say, it's been like now. It's been 1 year since really the world locked down. If you remember, like I think it was March that Thailand locked down, and most of the other countries all locked down too. So I think, you know, that it's been 1 year that people cannot come to Thailand. I think when it opens up again and tourists can start coming, not need to quarantine, it's going to be very busy. It's going to be crazier than ever. It's going to be very good to, I hope so too. It's going to be very good for Thailand's economy and business owners, you know, like myself.
今ね、絶賛ロックダウン中っていうか、お店の営業、ソイ6ね、お店の営業は、しちゃダメなんですよ。しちゃダメなんだけど、オンラインでね、ビジネスを、やってて、YouTube だったり、Facebook だったりとかで、ライブ動画で営業してるんですけれども、今後ね、そういうビジネスが増えていく中で、どういうふうにソイ6も対応していくのかとかを聞いていければなと思ってます。So how is online sales in a toy box?
For Toy Box, very good.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been manager of Toy Box now 5 years, I've met a lot of guys over those years. A lot of customers are now good friends of mine. A lot of good regular customers that unfortunately because of COVID cannot travel here. I know someone that would actually give up their left leg to be here, so all they can do is just watch my girls live every day, and they, you know, hundreds and thousands of guys tune in to watch my girls every day, and they want to, you know, support my girls, support my bar. They, you know, they want us to survive this crisis, you know, until it's back to normal. So yeah, my bar's doing very well, you know, and you know, I appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys can help us too, and you know, we hope to see you in the bar soon.
How many ladies normally every day?
I have about 15 ladies.
15 ladies?
Yeah, in total. I normally have 15 ladies live every day. I've done is I've split the girls into 2 groups or 3 groups.
Okay.
And one group goes live for 1 hour, and the other group or the other 2 groups will relax for an hour.
Okay.
And once that group has been live for an hour, they can go relax, and the next group go live for an hour. My girls normally start live about 3 p.m. Thailand time.
3 p.m.
And finish 3 a.m. Thailand time. So not all the girls are live for 12 hours. because of obviously the break, the hour break, but we are live for 12 hours.
Well, so long. Which business do you make more money, online or regular business?
It's a good question.
Okay, say it okay?
Both businesses are obviously very different. You know? I can't go into too much detail about the other one.
Yeah.
But right now, online sales is very close to how it was before COVID.
Oh, really?
You know, having real customers in the bar and not going live.
Wow.
Yeah. So my business is doing very well. You know, but it's because of all the support we've been having. You know, so I can't thank you enough. And you know, I hope we get more. Unfortunately, we don't see many Japanese people watching, so you know, please tune in. You know, we're on Facebook. We go live on Facebook and YouTube, so please tune in, and I hope you enjoy the show.